We're sitting here in Flash Everly's home, here up in beautiful, where are we at, Flash?
Marysville.
Up in Marysville. Flash is going to give us a little bit of his history. Tell us about how long he's been playing. How long have you been playing?
Well, since the age of 8, and I'm 60, so 52 years.
And how long have you been playing professionally in terms of?
Since I was 17, so that'd be 43 years.
And how did you start out?
I heard a guitar player, Steve Valley, and some other people out playing in the Shoreline area, and I walked to about a quarter-mile away where I heard them playing Freddie King tunes, and I just bought a precision bass, so I told them that I could play, and they invited me over, and I played with them. And we were the Thundermen, and we played jobs at the UW for frat parties and sororities and that kind of thing quite a bit.
Tune, our kind of warm-up tune called Freddie King doing Hideaway.
Not too fast, but she's not too fast. No, you didn't.
You also play violin, you also play keyboards. Talk about each one of those instruments and how you got into each one of them.
Yeah, it came up, actually, initially my mom played piano, and she sang opera, and she could back herself on the piano, and I heard that from a very early age. She was a very good singer, and so I always had the piano there to tinker on. And then I played violin and took lessons and got good on that. And then I went to guitar, then bass, and then when I turned 21, I bought my first drum set.
Need all your love, I need your care. Need all the love that you can spare. Help the poor, help the poor. Won't you help poor me? You got me running, you got me hiding, you got me hiding, hiding, running, running. Anyway you wanna let it roll, let it roll. You got me doing what you want me, baby. Oh, honey, why you wanna let go? You got me peeping, you got me hiding. You got me peeping, hiding, hiding, peeping. Anyway you wanna let it roll, let it roll. You got me doing what you want me, baby. Oh, honey, why you want me to go?
I fell into the doing black music thing, as opposed, even though I played in orchestra, when I got into playing live, we had a black station here in town that played all black music, including Sunday church, and I found it way more fascinating than what went on the white station. So I listened to it from the 5th grade on up extensively, and I knew all the black tunes, and I read science fiction all the time, and I had kind of an open mind. And
So that was the 50s.
it was the 50s. 60s, I began playing, and playing a lot of different kind of clubs. And we were doing like the El Coco downtown, where they'd have chicken wire around the stage, and a lot of Indian fights and whatnot. And then playing Birdland, which was a great old black club. We played there a lot. But my career tended toward R&B, blues, rock and roll, and I played in a band called Lassie and Mongrels, where we had 3 horns, and got picked up by the Brothers 4, and it really didn't go too much further than that, but I had a few shots. I got to promote at Eagles Auditorium for a long time, and I got to play with a few famous people. I opened for Jefferson Airplane with a band called the Magic Fern at the Coliseum back in '67 early, and playing the Caballero, Fiesta Tavern. So I fell into that early 6-night-a-week situation in Seattle. I was in the top band. There was Dave Lewis, and our band basically made the best money.
Right. Who would you say you made your impact?
Well, my primary would be, in the early days, Freddie King, Albert King, B.B. King would probably be the top 3. Like a lot of other people, I liked Albert Collins. A lot of the early, I particularly like old blues, and I'm talking the older the better. When I played with Hotel Texas, their inspiration was 1920s blues, which was really pretty darn neat. So, but Lead Belly or T-Bone Walker or Sun House or Bo Diddley, Muddy Waters, that kind of thing I really enjoyed a lot. Chicago blues in particular.
guitar in your hand.
Yeah.
I noticed that you don't play. I noticed you don't play with a pick.
I can do either way. I got a pick right here. Depends on what I'm looking for. You get a mellower tone and a little more control on your strings, but you don't have quite the articulation that you can get with a pick because it's so pointed.
How did you develop that technique of the finger picking that you have?
Well, it started off simply just not having a pick in my hand at the time, and from playing violin, I have a lot of technique for the left hand, and for the right hand, I found that, well, I'm a bass player, so I know how to do 1, 2, 3. I know how to play with my fingers like that, either 1 and 2 or 1 and 3. I usually nowadays use 1 and 3 fingers, and then guitars are kind of really convenient for sitting around and pounding on, as opposed to a violin, which are a little more uncomfortable in some way, and keyboard, you really got to go to it. So guitar is a good kick around instrument to play, and so I worked on my technique where you basically have calluses. You got to have calluses on all your fingers, and especially your baby finger is developed for that. I got that from playing bass, and then I have the quickness from playing violin.
She will treat you right.